Tell the police right away. Don't wait a decade. Don't journal about it. Don't turn it into a one-woman show. And most importantly, don't keep him.
Bill Maher made headlines with a controversial claim that could reshape the entire outcome of Diddy's trial. He argued that Cassie's own text messages, filled with what he called clear signs of enthusiastic consent, might actually give Diddy's legal team an unexpected advantage. According to Maher, if Diddy manages to walk away free, it'll largely be because these messages paint Cassie as actively engaged rather than a victim.
If Diddy walks free, it will be because his lawyers can point to an endless stream of text from Cassie expressing what's often called enthusiastic consent to their life.
But Maher didn't stop there. He also delivered a scathing and sarcastic critique of Sean Diddy Combs himself, branding the rapper an allegedly violent, deeply disturbed whose behavior, Maher suggests, warrants severe punishment. By framing Diddy in such stark terms, Maher set off immediate debate about the balance between victim responsibility and accountability of accused abusers.
Diddy is a bad dude, really bad, like the worst thing in rap since Hammer Pants. A violent, sick, I'm sorry, I mean an alleged violent, sick. And we should lock him up and throw away the baby oil.
At the heart of Bill Maher's argument were explosive text messages Cassie reportedly sent to Diddy during their relationship. Messages Maher publicly displayed as proof of her active and willing participation. One text in particular read, "I'm always ready to freak off," words Maher emphasized to argue that Cassie had openly expressed excitement and consent. He further implied these enthusiastic texts could severely weaken the prosecution's case by muddying the waters of consent and coercion.
It doesn't help your case if you texted him, "Me too. I just want it to be uncontrollable." If you want us to think you weren't always ready to freak off, don't write, "I'm always ready to freak off."
This revelation sparked immediate backlash, raising complex questions. Can private messages truly capture the full context of an abusive relationship? Or did Maher cherry-pick these texts, overlooking deeper psychological manipulation at play? The debate ignited by these controversial messages continues to fuel heated conversations online, splitting public opinion down the middle. As Maher emphasized Cassie's texts, many pointed out the glaring contrast to her deeply emotional courtroom testimony. Cassie Ventura painted a harrowing picture on the stand, describing a decade-long nightmare involving brutal physical assaults, psychological terror, and manipulative control tactics by Diddy. Visibly shaken and heavily pregnant, Cassie broke down multiple times, recalling moments she felt trapped, fearing for her life with seemingly no way out. Yet Maher's biting commentary seemed to dismiss these claims outright, suggesting instead that Cassie's decision to remain with Diddy might have been driven by career ambitions or personal benefit, rather than fear or coercion. This provocative stance stirred intense controversy, with critics arguing that Maher dangerously simplified the complicated psychology behind effectively minimizing Cassie's trauma and the power imbalance at the heart of the case.
You know, one sign you're pretty comfortable with something is when you call it by its initials, like Trump with KFC.
Maher's remarks quickly lit up social media, dividing the public into fiercely opposing camps. On one side, some viewers echoed Maher's sentiment, arguing Cassie's own words weakened her credibility, with one user bluntly stating,
"Maher's right. Those texts hurt her case badly. You can't scream victim while texting, 'I'm always ready.'"
Others praised Maher for confronting what they saw as an uncomfortable truth about personal accountability and agency. However, backlash was equally swift and sharp. Critics labeled Maher's comments as tone-deaf and dangerously ignorant, with one user passionately countering, "Bill Maher clearly has no grasp of psychological manipulation. Abusers like Diddy trap their victims emotionally and mentally." Another viral response highlighted the disturbing power imbalance, stating, "Cassie was groomed and terrorized from a young age. Let's see how Maher would handle being controlled and manipulated by someone that powerful." The intense polarization revealed a deeper societal split over how victims of abuse are perceived and judged, turning Maher's comments into a lightning rod for debate. Central to Maher's controversial stance was his bold call for a new societal rule: immediate reporting of abuse. He bluntly argued that women experiencing abuse must come forward, immediately, not wait years or document their trauma privately.
As is the percent of women who say they're now more likely to speak out if victimized. And many states have changed laws, making it easier for victims to come forward.
According to Maher, Delayed allegations only complicate cases and dilute the credibility of genuine victims. His exact words were stark. Don't journal about it. Don't turn it into a one-woman show. Go straight to the police.
But don't tell me any more about your contemporaneous account that you said to two friends 10 years ago. Tell the police right away. Don't wait a decade. Don't journal about it. Don't turn it into a one-woman show. And most importantly, don't keep
But Maher's perspective ignited fierce pushback, as critics highlighted his oversimplified view of abuse reporting. Detractors noted that victims often grapple with deep fear, psychological trauma, and threats from powerful abusers, factors Maher's stance seemingly ignores. His demand that women immediately remove themselves from toxic relationships was labeled by many as unrealistic and insensitive, sparking intense backlash from advocates who argued Maher's approach ignores the complex realities victims face every day.